Hi Zaki's lovers, how are you? So welcome back to my channel. Please do well by subscribing, like, drop your comments and also share. So look at this cup that is right here. If you don't know how to draw it, come with me. So if you don't know how to achieve that cup, come with me. Whether you are just learning, you're a beginner, you are intermediate, whatever you are, whatever category you belong to, I know you can get it. Just take your time, don't rush yourself. Take your time to watch this video and then you get it. The first thing I did, it's the cup that we're working on. We want to achieve that cup. So first I have to draw out my half bodies. So from the shoulder down to the waist. But before then, let's do the shoulder and the chest line. So I'm taking out my neckline now. I already drew out my shoulder line and then my chest line and then my armhole line and my chest line. So now I'm taking 2.5 inches on the side and downwards for my neckline, and then the next thing I divide my armhole into two to get the armhole tightening, and then I went in by 0.75 and then I drew. Then I came down by 2.5 here as well. Okay, now I'm taking my bust point measurement. My bust point is 11 inches. So I'm taking my bust point, and then my upper waist is 14 inches. That's my under bust. My under bust is 14 inches, and then the length of this right here is 17 inches, I think. So let's enter. My bust is 40, and then I inputted my waist measurements. We don't need that for this video. And then I joined the lines together, I'm working on my line. So the next thing is to measure my bust span. Bust span is also the same thing as nipple to nipple, and it's 8 inches. So I inputted divided by 2, that's 4 inches. I inputted my bust span, and then I went in on the under bust, that's upper waist, under bust, same thing, by 1 inch on both sides, 1 inch. So I connected the line to the waist, and then I needed my curve here. I'm trying the perfect place for the curve, so I got this, and then I'll draw please guys, please take notes. Just take note what is happening. Take note of what is happening here. And then I divided, I took out my neckline measurement, so I divided whatever is left by 2. That is how I got that line. And then here I used my over bust measurement. I used 7 inches. So that is where the cup will start from. I use 7 inches. And now from my bust measurements, my armhole area, I came in by 1 inch. That's where my cup will start from. So here on the chest line, I went in by 0.75 on both sides to get my curve for the bust. And then here I'm inputting my side dart. I used 1 inch on both sides for before the bust point and after the bust point, 1 inch. And here this is just to help us get a straight line after cutting. That's why we're doing that. All you need to do is just divide that place by 2 and then draw something like that, triangle right there. So the next thing, I came in the middle, I came in by 1/2 inch. So when you open it becomes 1 inch, and then I used my curve again to achieve this beautiful shape. Can you see how it is? So now I'm labeling A and B. I don't want C. If you're not careful on this part, it is very tricky and confusing. So take your time and watch. And now it's time to cut out. Let's cut out so that we'll know what we're working with. I took out the excess and then I connected the lines to the shoulder. Although I don't need the yoke, I'm cutting out the yoke right now. I don't need it for the purpose of this video, but this is what is happening. I cut out the yoke, cut out the neckline, cut out the shoulder slope, and then the armhole tightening, and now I'm left with the yoke. And then I closed that, but I don't need the yoke for now, so there's no much details about that. And here I'm closing my side dart. I tape it down, and then I drew. After closing my side dart, the line is no more equal, so I have to draw another one, a better one. Can you see what we have now? So please take your time. I think I've taken my time to simplify this video. After watching this video, you do not have any problem with bra cup again. I don't think you should have any problem with bra cup again. So now I'm cutting out my cup. First we have 2-piece cup. first we have two piece cup, that's A and B, and then I join them waist together. Okay, I join the waist together. That's the first thing we are doing. We join the waist together, seal it up, and set that aside, and then we come back to our cup. So you see that two parts that I labeled A and B. Me, I don't want to hear any story, so I'm trying as much as possible to I already labeled it, and I make sure, please note that I put a sign at each of the meeting points. Each of the meeting points where A is supposed to meet B, for each of the points. Can you see that arrow? That arrow is very important too. I know what I am doing. So you don't want to work so hard, and at the end of the day you mix up the shape. It can be very annoying, because most times you have to draw it again. If you don't get it, you have to do it again. That is it. So now I sealed that up. You see our cup is coming to shape, but we're not there yet. Take it easy. So we'll cut this up. After cutting, you see we have, okay, before we cut it, I want to tighten the cup area. We want 3 pieces, so let's tighten by 1/2 inch on both sides, on cup A and cup B, part A and part B for the cup. So we've tightened by 1/2 inch, and then we get a straight line for the left and the right for cup A and cup B. So guys, after having done that, let's cut it out. See, I took my time in this video. I didn't want to miss any part, so that you see you don't know what I did in this. I did not edit any vital part in this video. I did not assume that you will know now that you're supposed to cut it. I am cutting in your presence, so that you know that you not say, maybe she cut more than what she was supposed to cut. I didn't. So the next thing to do, I'm cutting that up right now, and then cut out the 1/2 inch I took. Cutting that out now. So we have, so that's just a way of concealing our darts. So having done that, what next? Let's join the upper parts of cup A and upper part of cup B. I already joined the lower part together, so now let's join the upper part together. I hope you're following. Please, I don't want you to miss any step. If you take your time, if you're patient enough, you will get it. Even as a beginner, you will get this. So you see why I said it's good to label. I almost mixed up that lower part, but I quickly corrected myself. So we have, that's our upper part of the cup, and then I trim out that. We don't want to have sharp edge, right? So I trimmed it out, and that's our new upper part. So we now have A, B, and C. Do you get it now? So here I almost mixed it up again. Look at, see what is happening. We are trying to see, and then I had to label again, and then draw an arrow so that I know where each of the parts meets. This is very important. And then I labeled it A and B as well, and added arrow too, so that I'll know where it will meet. This is very important. This part is very, very important, so that you're not going to mix up the shape. If you mix up the shape, you might end up not getting the results, your desired results. So here I'm drawing it out, and I will add 1/2 inch round. That will be our sewing allowance. 1/2 inch round. I'm doing this. I might, at this point, you can do it on the fabric, but I'm trying to do this on my pattern, so you see what I am doing, so that you don't say, what happened, and I didn't say it verbally, so that you would not say, I didn't show you, but I said it. No, this is me drawing out the 1/2 inch round, and transferring my whatever I labeled on the previous pattern into the new one. So let's see what our upper cup looks like. Let's see what it looks like now after the 1/2 inch. Look at that little part, is the armhole, the little armhole that runs into the cup. So this is my 1/2 inch as well, round. You need, I don't know, if you cannot get it with free hand, please use your tape rule. To achieve that. So just mark 1/2 inch round to get a very good shape, and then you can use your curve and your ruler to achieve your shape. So this is what my new cup looks like. This is what the parts, I haven't coupled it, so this is what the parts looks like. I hope at this point you understand it to this level. So this is part A of this whole cup. It's not I know it's easy, don't let me say it's not easy. It is easy for you. So now I got my fabric. You can use any of your preferred interface. You can use ST if you have it. I'm using industrial BFF right now, and I'm using the black. So what do I do first? I iron well, and I cut out the excess here. I'm ironing. I said I did not edit any parts because I want you to learn. The only thing that I did was to add speed. I didn't edit any part because I want you to learn every part of this. So after ironing, the next thing I did was to add another layer of the BFF, industrial BFF. I cut out that one, and then I added another layer. To it. It's because I want it to be handy, I want it to be sturdy. I added another layer of the BFF to it. Let me hear. Ironing. If you have steam iron, please, that's very good. Just add water, add a lot of water so that it will, because BFF can be very tricky and you don't want your BFF to fall off your fabric. So here I'm ironing, and then I place the second part. See me placing it. I didn't hide any part. I told you in this video I did not edit any part. So at this point I don't think, because I still cage the cup. That's why you see it very sturdy and beautiful. I still cage it. So I'm ironing the next part right here. Guys, take your time. Iron well. Take your time to iron well. After doing that, I iron the face again, the right part again, and then I folded into two and place my fabric. So I'm cutting on bias right now. That means I'll have two parts. Place my, if you know what fabric management is, I'm very good at that. I don't waste fabric. So I'm cutting now. If it's not necessary, there won't be any excess on the floor. Take note of something in this video. If you're a fashion designer, if you're a tailor, please, as you're cutting, clean up immediately. Can you see what is happening in this video? As we are cutting, we are cleaning up. So we are cutting, since we already added our allowance on our pattern, so we do not need to add allowance on the fabric. The only thing we did was to cut out. Can you see we are cleaning up immediately. We want a neat surface, and then I set that aside. See what we have. So if you have followed me to this stage, congratulations, well done. I know you get it. Just take your time, be patient, don't rush it. Take your time and follow the video step by step. You get it. So now I have my two cups with my lining. So I'm lining with the same fabric and the same amount of interface. So here again I am notching. I don't want to, you see this in this cup, I don't want to, you see I'm placing it back. I don't want to mix the shapes together. I don't want to mix up the shapes, because if you mix it up, you end up sewing but you will not achieve your desired result. The cup will not come out well. So I don't want. So here I'm notching to what I'm doing, that so that I will not mix up any part. So here it's time to sew. How do we sew? First we join the two lower parts, that's the A and B on the lower part of the cup. We join it together. You know I notched it, so I'm doing the same thing. I'm making sure it tallies. I don't want to be a mobile for sure. If you're Yoruba, you should understand that. So now I have to sew. Please take note, I'm not sewing straight. At this point, oh my god, I sewed that I didn't know I missed this part, and then I added the upper part. So simple, this thing is not difficult. So the only thing that I did was to join that part, the lower part, and then place the upper part. That is what I did. So now it's time to iron. First, if you don't have this tailor's ham, I don't know, you get it. The ready made, I think it's sold for 5,000. But you see this one that I have it. If you want me to make a video of it, if you want me to drop a video of how I made it. If you want me to drop a video of how I made that tailor's arm, just tell me. Yes, just say yes. Drop it, drop it, drop it. If I can get like 10 drop it, I'm going to drop the video of how I made that tailor's arm in less than 10 minutes. In less than 10 minutes. So I was able to achieve that. Can you see? So that really helped me in what? In molding my cup. In molding, I'm using that word molding. I'm practically molding the cup. I'll add water. If you have, I've said it earlier, use steam iron. That works better. But if you don't have steam iron, get water by the side and then spray and iron. So this is me molding, practically molding. I opened up this. Guys, see the outcome of our cup, even without boning. See, no boning yet, but see what it looks like. It still looks beautiful. So the next thing we need to do is to trim out all this excess, and then draw our boning line. Let's see. But I just want you guys to see, this is our armhole. See what we have. So I'm just trying to let us know. The next thing to do is to cage it. See how beautiful. Have you heard about bust caging before? So you watch that in our next video. This is not the end of this video. It's definitely going to have another part, the concluding part, where I'm showing you how we cage this cup and how it came out so well. So guys, subscribe to this channel. If you're a fashion designer, if you're a tailor, you're learning, you're a beginner, you're an intermediate student, please subscribe to YouTube, to my YouTube channel, and what, like, drop your comments, so guys, share. What else are you supposed to do? Turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you get the... If you want a video of it, how it is made, I can do it for you. If I get like, okay, if we can get like 10, I'll show you. See how beautiful it is. And with this, we were able to mold this. Let me just put it that way. We're able to mold this. See. You can use your ready-made tailors, but if that is not available, you think you cannot get it, you can quickly do this. Do this in few minutes, and then you use it to get your desired cup. Thank you guys.